The Bright Spot, sponsored by Connecticut Lighting Centers.
And as we close up another week, Channel 3's Nicole Nalepa takes us through some of the bright spots that we brought you over the past few days. Here she is with the week in review.
Sandra Della Ripa is a big sister to a 5th grade girl, and she says she's enjoying the virtual time with her little just as much.
I would say now we're probably talking more frequently in shorter periods and more informally.
We've set up all sorts of systems to ensure that kids and bigs can meet up via Kids Messenger or Zoom or FaceTime.
We're watching movies together. We'll do that a lot. We'll have a movie date at night, and it's required that you bring snacks. So we share what kind of snacks we're having. She also loves to bake, so we're baking online together.
To go ahead and reach out a hand or a virtual hand to a child at this time is incredibly powerful.
When things started closing, George opened up his kitchen to the community.
If there's a family in need, or if there's, if they just can't afford to, feed their family. If you don't have a family, if you're by yourself, give us a call. We're here to help.
He calls them his family meals. And for weeks now, he has been posting videos daily on the restaurant's Facebook page to let the public know what he's serving up.
The more people that are sharing these videos, they're going to find somebody that needs help, and we're going to be able to help them.
It's just an amazing gift she has. She just paints it because she naturally just loves to do it.
I like working with my hands, so it's enjoyable for me. It's kind of a stress relief.
Every month, Tristan creates beautiful masterpieces at her unit's front desk.
For that 5-10 minutes that I was there, it was a little bit of normalcy. It was like the silver lining on the cloudy day. You could just see they sort of forgot about what they're going through. I had one mom that said, "This is the first time my daughter has smiled in weeks."
These photos have even been bringing some comic relief too.
And I said, let's do a mask, hold the toilet paper, hold the cleaning supplies. We need to document, because you're going to be telling your children someday that this is what happened in 2020 on your prom.
With today's Bright Spot, I'm Nicole Nalepa.
Thanks for being here for Eyewitnesses at 4:30. Mark Zinni is up next with Eyewitness News at 5.
From WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 5.
First up right now, we're following several developing stories at 5. 2 men brutally attacked in a quiet neighborhood tonight. We've learned one of them has died, and the search continues for a suspect considered to be armed and dangerous. Plus, the very latest on the coronavirus outbreak and recovery as we head into the very busy Memorial Day weekend, what you need to know before heading to a state park or even a beach. Those stories are coming up, but speaking of the weather right now, it is the unofficial start to summer. It's upon us, believe it or not. Thanks for joining us on this Friday, everybody. I'm Mark Zinni. Chief Meteorologist Bruce DePriest is joining us right now with more details on that forecast today. Today's pretty incredible, Bruce, that's for sure.
Oh, what a gorgeous day it was. We had a little hint of summer today with parts of the state reaching the low 80s this afternoon. We got some more warm weather to look forward to, but in the meantime, we're going to cool down a little bit as we go into the holiday weekend. It certainly is gorgeous right now. Look at that nice blue sky in Middletown. We got a nice breeze coming up the Connecticut River. You can see some boats out on the river right now enjoying a beautiful day. Right now, East Granby is 81, so the warm spots are over northern Connecticut, away from the influence of Long Island Sound. As you work your way southward, it cools off a little bit. Berlin is 77, West Haven is 73, and so is Gales Ferry. Notice that the dew point, which basically measures how much humidity is in the air, dew points are in the 50s and lower 60s. So we're feeling the humidity a little bit, but at least we got a very nice breeze out there. It's gorgeous with a wind that's out of the south or southwest, depending on where you live, at 5 to 15 miles an hour. So inland, the temperature trend will be dropping through the 70s this evening into the 60s by later this evening, with a rising chance for some rain showers around 11 o'clock or midnight. And for the shoreline, we're going to be dropping through the 60s this evening, and we'll kind of hover around 61 degrees with developing showers by late evening or certainly around midnight. Now, the showers will linger into tomorrow, but 2/3 of the weekend are looking good. We'll talk about that. Plus, wind will feel a long stretch of very warm weather It's all ahead in the early warning forecast.
Okay, Bruce, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. Right now, we have that developing news we're following from Willington. One man is dead. Another is seriously injured after a vicious assault happened this morning. Tonight, the attacker is still on the run. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Elliot Polikoff has the very latest from a rural neighborhood turned into a crime scene.
Myrtle Road in Willington is a quiet, dead-end street where a lot of the families have lived here for decades and know each other very well. So the news of Ted Demers' gruesome death has the community asking for answers.
Why would somebody attack Ted in his barn? It doesn't make any sense.
Ted Demers was an artist, a Marine, and someone who liked to bring Myrtle Road families together.
Very generous, very caring, wonderful neighbor. He'd do just about anything for you if you asked.
That generosity was on display earlier this morning when Demers left to take a look at the suspect's motorcycle at Ted's barn down the road. It ended with Ted and a second victim sent to Hartford Hospital and the suspect on the run.
The suspect, who is believed to have committed this crime, is believed to be operating a larger red-style sports bike, wearing dark clothing and a multicolored helmet believed to be red and white.
Speaking to Ted's wife, Cindy, off camera, she said she hadn't witnessed anything like this in her decades of living on Myrtle Road. Now, Cindy and the rest of this Willington community are struggling to figure out how to move forward.
It never even entered my mind that I would have to say goodbye to Ted. Never. I just don't know how we're all going to get over it.
The status and identity of the second victim have still not been released at this time. With the investigation into these assaults still ongoing, state police are asking that if you have any new information on the suspect, please call 911. In Willington, Elliot Polikoff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.